Welcome to Rock Around the Clock, daily cloud gaming news live at the same time, Monday to Friday. But first, if you're new to the show, please subscribe and hit the bell. If you'd like to support the channel, why not hit the join button on the channel homepage and become a member of Team Rokk. Hey, it's Friday. Why wouldn't you be excited if it's Friday? I'm looking very Neanderthal here in this shady lighting. Hang on, let me just adjust my skirts. Oh, it's a different mode, I think. There you go. That's a bit better. And maybe on top of that, we might just bring in some of this light as well. How are you? Happy weekend, guys, because let's face it, it is the weekend. We're there right now. We made it. I've been messing about again. Let's have a look and see if this works. Hang on. Yes, it does. Look at this. So you may or may not spot this. There's a massive avatar now. Let's find a bigger one. And hey, Rudings, how are you, brother? Let's see. What about young Ray? Young Ray here. Look, he's been to a funeral. Look at this. So we've now got a really big name. And the membership button's bigger, and it shows a rock show down the bottom. I don't know why, and a bigger avatar. But oh yeah, I hate those funerals by video. They kind of just feel so, don't they? And look at this, Henry straight in with the £5. Thank you so much, my friend. Another little thing I've done, I've set it up so when people donate, it pops up automatically. Woohoo! For the win! Thank you so much, brother. And before I came in, Michael donated a huge amount, about $20. So thank you so much, my friend. It was really, really appreciated. We weren't even live yet, bless him. And he threw it in. So it's Friday. That means it's Team Rokk Members exclusive prize draw day. Oh yes, I must come up with something less wordy. Today's a great prize, actually. It is Batman Arkham Collection, 3 of the Arkham Knights games, the original trilogy, worth about $70, so it's not small fry. Very excited. So we'll be giving that away on the wonderful wheel of whatever in the not too distant future, so stay tuned for that one. And of course it's still Christmas, the 30 days they're in, so there will also be an exclamation point. Oh, bless you, Ray. Ray's got an automatic as well, $5. Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much, my brother. So yes, we have a 30 Days of Christmas game to give away, a PC game. All you've got to be is a subscriber and type exclamation point win in the chat. It's already started. So get your entries in. Doesn't matter if you're a Team Rokk member, because Team Rokk members are automatically in the draw as well. It doesn't matter. Get your draws in. Get your draws down, missus. And you will have additional draws to be had. Now, when you guys came along, I was just in the process of getting the show live up on Twitch and on Facebook. So if you're going there and thinking, where's the show, Rokk? I haven't really pressed the button yet. Rock around, let me just do this. Rock around the clock. The clock caught me out. Oh, Mugen, my guten Abend, mein Freund. Danke schön. That was rubbish, wasn't it? Thank you so much, mate. I love it when my German friends pop in. So let's see. We've got to choose Rock Show, and we've got to put Rock Around the Clock, because I think this is why the Facebook one has been failing us. So it's the clock. We'll just put that. Just put some words there. And bless her, my dear mum, she watches us every single day on Facebook. Every day, bless her, she types, "Hello ads," real name, and I never see it. Bless her, she says, "I said hello again and you never say hello back." Oh, no, I'm sorry, mum. But hopefully, let's see that this goes live. Hopefully it goes live. Sorry I wasn't around yesterday, guys. It was all down to that pesky throat. Do you remember on Wednesday I started coughing quite obtusely towards the end of the show? And on that basis, I'm just going to hide Twitch and Facebook, but hopefully they're live now. The problem we have, let me see if I put that to the top. There we go. We'll put some real chat, because the problem I have with, there we go, you've entered the draw. Excellent, that's working. The problem that I have on the other Twitch and Facebook streams is I can't, the stuff I put on here doesn't show up there, or maybe it does. But either way, I'm putting it there now, and I'm pressing that button, and that means I don't need, now, just before I do anything more, guys, I want to get our draws set up for the winners thing. Honestly, I know it's awful, and you guys are thinking, come on, Rokk, you've had all afternoon, buddy. I know, but it's, it caught me out. Right, anyway, it's been a good day. I hope you guys have had a great day. Did you see my Transformers? That's where I was last night. I had a beautiful concert at Exeter Cathedral, which, do you remember I've mentioned to you about the cathedral before? It's an amazing place. It's literally, let me see, it's literally got the longest vaulted ceiling in the world. So just one long vaulted ceiling. I've no idea what that means, but when the vicar said it, I was well impressed. He was a bit more than a vicar. He was the very right Reverend somebody or another. But I was invited and I was able to go in the VIP entrance, you see. You guys don't realise I'm big and I'm massive in my own lunchtime. Right, I've set that up. So that's the Christmas, 30 days of Christmas. So that's all of Team Rokk entered. And I will just save that a second so we don't lose it. And then, very quickly, we've got, that's 30 days. No, don't do the draw. I've just done it, but don't worry, I'll reset it. But I'll tell you who, shall I tell you who won from this phantom, fake, mock, temporary, it's going to be Ray, Dre, William. How funny that these guys... Oh, Queen Rach. Oh, that's such a shame. I would have loved Queen Rach to win. Let me just close that. I'm going to give them a shuffle because they're all in their kind of alphabetical order. There we go. That's ready for when we come back in a second. And then I'm going to come back and say hi to you all. We'll have a proper chit-chat, a proper chin wag, as we used to say. Let me just grab all of those and let me open the other one, which is the 30... is the Team Rokk Batman Arkham collection. That's a good, I tell you, it's a great collection now. It's about $80 worth of games. Right, good. They're all in, and I'll shuffle that one up. Brilliant. So that's ready for when we do our draw. When we do the draw for the Team Rokk game, which we'll do later. We'll do it sort of later. And same thing goes for, I'm going to save it because I don't want to lose it. There it goes. Brilliant stuff. We've got some news. We may or may not spend a lot of time on it. You know, it's Friday. Normally, as you guys know, I've been trying to do a little bit of game streaming before I do the show. I didn't have time today. I've been quite busy this week with proper, in real life stuff. But let me quickly say hello to everybody, you amazing folk. So Mugen Live, thank you so much, mate, for the... let me just move you up there. There we go. I'm really proud. I've been playing with this. I even got in touch with the developer of this extension, and he was working with me to solve a few things. So we've got big, massive avatars. You can see, even on a mobile, we can see the avatar, big name. Because I'm thinking, I wouldn't mind betting that most of you guys watching are watching on your phone or mobile devices, aren't you? So I want it to be mobile friendly, you see. So who else we got here? Henry, very, very generously, thank you so much, my friend, donated that English £5, which is flipping awesome. Rudigs, oh, you found my Achilles heel. I've still got to change those emojis. I'm sorry, dude. I will do it. I just haven't got around to it. And Yellows Gambato. How are you, my friend? Hello, everybody. Good wee to you. Good wee to you as well. Good wee to you, for our kind sir. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Grazie mille. Thank you so much. And Ewan is in the house. Oh, great to see you, my friend. How are you? I bet it's freaking cold where you are, out there in Transylvania. Oh dear. Do you think, Dracula? Do you think if he'd have been given braces as a kid, he may have been a different kind of person? I just kind of feel it may have been the case, if he'd have just had some proper orthodontics done, he might have been an okay dude in the end. Joe is in the house. Joe's found these amazing new YouTube emojis. Have you guys found these? There's some real crackers in there. YouTube have been working quite hard recently just to try and boost the whole kind of experience of YouTube, because they're competing. They're competing against TikTok and Be Real and all these other places that are vying for your attention. So they've kind of got to juice it all up a bit. They're not doing too badly. And there's my good friend Ray again with that amazing donation. Thank you, brother. Julito Hernandez has whacked in the exclamation point win. Make sure you guys get that in. Really important. I will have a quick look and see how many we got in there right now. We got 27 minutes left, guys. 17 of you have entered. It's good to see that a few of you have gone to Twitch. Why is that good? Because I know it's working. I haven't been able to check. So that's really cool. So Thinker and Eddie, how are you, my friend? And Bruce, they've all got their Twitches in. I wonder if it's working on Facebook. I have most of the time when I try using Prism for the dual record, it doesn't seem to work with Facebook for some reason, and I've not worked out why. Or at least if it does, it goes to my account rather than my page. Facebook just confuses me. Why is it so confusing? Why do you have to have all these multiple things? Just don't make no sense to me. And there's Joe, and Joe's got his win in, which is awesome. Joe was on Rock Players last night, guys. I'm not sure if you caught it. I was out, as you guys know. A, the throat, and B, I was staring a massive transformer in the face. But Joe and Vet and Silas from, and was it Enigma Games, I think, and Jason. And of course Bjorn and Stephen. They were all doing an amazing show. I came in about 40 minutes towards the end and completely disrupted the whole thing. As I do. I can't help it. It's what I do, guys. It's just, it's who I am. But it was a great show. So if you're interested in things like developing games, because you had both Joe and Silas, both game developers now. It's great to have that title, Joe, isn't it? It's lovely to. That's a real achievement. I'm going to do it one day myself. I've always wanted to. So we had two game developers. We had a guy who runs a business selling military stuff. So it's things like books, and he said he's got this Lego World War II tank on the site. Amazing stuff. Who else? And of course Vet, who is my very dear friend Vet, who so him and Joe are both veterinarian. No, not veterinarians. They're not the veterans. They're veterans of military service. And it was a great show. Great show. Oh, what we got here? I'm trying to work my way down very, very gently. So you guys are getting it in. Rockmouth, well done, my friend. See, I can now see all of your avatars. This is the greatest. This is why I wanted to do it, because I get these little tiny circles and I never see what's going on. Because look, Rudigs has got. I must find a way to see if I can increase the size of those emojis. I can see that you have the two months membership. Which is awesome. Thank you so much. And as we work our way down, Primo's in the house. How are you, Leo? Hope you're keeping well, my friend. I caught you streaming. I think was it this morning. Was it this morning? I didn't go to bed till really late. Do you know, it was quite interesting. I didn't go to bed until late, and it was late for me. It was getting on for 3 a.m. And but the amazing thing for me was I got to see shows that I don't normally get to see. So I got to see John streaming. I got to watch an amazing episode of Purple Haze interviewing Obi-Rose Kenobi. Amazing, really great show. There were others. I forget who else I popped into. But what was amazing was the amount of people. I didn't realise there was that amount of folk out there watching all these things, which was it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I love it. But, this is the trouble. Normally, all this happens while I'm asleep. But there are plans afoot within my channel to have shows running at those times as well. Not to coincide with those shows, but when it's a more convenient time for most of my American friends. So watch this space. I've got 2 definite shows coming up that I won't be in. They won't be me. They will be friends of me, and their content will be really interesting, actually. And there may be a third. I'm thinking through a potential third. So the plan is that there's going to be content around the clock, culminating in Rock Around the Clock. Yeah, that kind of works, doesn't it? How cool is that? So, Vet, good to see you, my friend. Is this Rocking with Rock? No. So Vet came up with an idea on Last Night's Rock Players that essentially me and a bunch of guests all sat in rocking chairs, maybe smoking an old pipe or chewing some baccy, and we call it Rocking with Rock, which I thought, and talk about the old days, which I do think he thinks I'm older than I am, guys. But we'll let him continue to think that I was indeed around in the 1930s. Predator D, how are you, my friend? Look at this. Look at the gorgeous picture you see. We're getting to see your amazing avatars in detail at last. How cool is this? Thank you so much for popping in. And Volt is in the house. How are you, brother? Volt's just recently joined my Discord, and he's making himself very much at home as a fully conversant community member. If you want to join in the Discord as well, you're more than welcome. There's a link in the description below, or at least there should be a working link in the description below, which I think I updated, and that should get you in. It's there's no, do this, do that, join these rules. If you're an idiot, you get kicked out, but I'm not going to prejudge. Just come along and make yourself at home, talk to everybody. If you send me a message, I promise you I will respond, because I do that everywhere. Wherever you find me in the soch, if you send me a message, I will respond. It's how it works. Phipps, thank you for joining or rejoining. I think it's join, isn't it? Thank you so much, my friend, for joining. We'll get to that one in a second, a little bit further down. I've said it to you before, but we should have a thing pop up on the screen that says, Streamlabs, blah, blah, blah. Has joined, but I've never got it. I haven't got it to work for a long time, and I can't see why. And Eddie's here. My day barely has started, but so... Oh, no, it's Adam. It's Rouster. Look at it. Look at, he's got his biceps. We can finally see him in his gym-bearing quality. How are you, brother? His day has barely started. Yeah, because you're on the... you're around New York, aren't you? So you're East Coast, and that is 9 a.m. In fact, it's now 9:19, if my clock is accurate. We'll call it 9:20, and of course it's 5:20 where I am. It's 6:20 for Mugen Live, my friends in Central Europe, and if you are sorry, got it wrong, midday. It's midday if you're in New York. It's 9 if you're at Ray's side of the planet, which is the West Coast. That's right. So it's 9:19 for Ray. That's an early funeral, Ray. Just thinking back on what you said earlier. But yeah, horrible circumstances if it's the person that you were mentioning to me the other day. And of course it's 12:19 for Adam Rouster, who's his day's barely started apparently. That's what threw me. That's what did it. Now Eddie is here and he has a well-deserved day off. Oh, there goes the throat. Excuse me. A few bits around the house and then a few dosage tweaks. Are you involved with cloud dosage, Eddie? I didn't realise that. My favourite news website, of course, will be going there in the not too distant future. Windstar, hey, how are you, buddy? I'm just loving seeing all these avatars in full size for the first time ever. Because normally it's just like a little tiny circle, isn't it, with a little bit of pixely going on. And now that I've boosted the size, we can actually see what is going on in there, which is amazing. Don't forget, get your exclamation point wins in. Get those wins in. We're up to 22 entries now. I'm not seeing any Facebooks though, so I'm not sure whether Facebook itself is still not properly working. Like a vaulted ceiling is a. Oh yes, of course, Rudigs is. He's our resident property expert. Vaulted ceiling is a form of architectural finishes. Yeah, this sounds very much like a cut and paste to me, mate. Typically decorative in churches, typically made of 4 pieces which formed a curved detail. Yeah, exactly that. So it's kind of vaults in like this, and then it goes all the way down this 800-year-old cathedral, and it's actually parts of it are even older than that. They go way back, probably to the time. Let me see. The Romans left Britain around 400 BC, I believe. So that's what 1600 years ago, 16-ish 100 years ago. So a few hundred years after the Romanians, who weren't from Romania, as it happens. But thank you for the info, my friend. Much appreciated. Primo Yonic. Oh, look at this. Barclays dropped to €5. Thank you so much. Dankeschön, mein Freund. Dankeschön, mein Freund. Absolutely fantastic. And listen, mate, don't listen to them rubbing you about Germany getting, early bath from the World Cup. Those you deserve an early. You deserve a rest from the World Cup. The amount of amazing wins you guys have had versus our one that we keep dining out on as if we should have had, the next 400. So it's what it is. It's a funny old World Cup, isn't it? I've not watched anything. That's not strictly true. I watched a few minutes of one of the England games, and I watched a big chunk of USA versus Iran, which actually was a really good game, and of course USA qualified, which is great news. But other than that, I haven't really, but I have been keeping an eye on the results, and there's some real upsets, aren't there? You tend to find this now as we move forward, new generations and all that stuff. Right, who else have we got here? Very quickly, let's move on down through. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. Joe's dropped one over on Facebook as well. I don't believe it's working. Okay, buddy. I'm not huge. Let me just see. I'm just having a quick look now. Let me see, Joe. It's just Joe. Yeah, I've got you one on YouTube early on. Second one in on YouTube. Nothing for Facebook. So it's possible that, I don't think Streamlabs works with Facebook, so it's just Twitch and YouTube. There you go. So don't enter on Facebook. It's a waste of time and effort. Facebook is working today. Oh, thank you, Eddie. Good stuff. I'm glad of that. Is it okay? Is it, because I watched it back the other day and it was all kind of a bit rubbishy frame rates and stuff. So hoping it's looking okay. But I think Streamlabs only does Twitch and YouTube, which is why that wouldn't be working there. But you can get one in on YouTube for sure. And of course, if you're a member, which will only cost you, I think the lowest one is £1.99. It's about £2 something, $2 something, and you get entered into every single giveaway that I do, including, by the way, Callisto Protocol, which I believe has now ended. And then after the show, I've got to go through the hundreds and hundreds of entries, weed out the ones that didn't qualify, by which I mean they didn't subscribe, because that was the prime reason for doing it, and then put them all into the raffle thing, and not the wheel. It'll be something else, and have a random chosen. So if you are a Team Rokk member, whether you've entered via those means or not, doesn't matter, because you will be in the draw. So I'll be announcing the winner of that later. It won't be a live one. The problem with all of those big ones is that to get them properly verified. See, I know you guys. You come in every day. I know your names. I trust you. You're amazing. I know where to get hold of you. But with those big draws, they attract so many people from around the world that I've got to go in and verify they're not bots, that they've done everything they're supposed to have done and all that stuff, which takes a little while, as John will tell you. So it's impossible to just go, right, here we go, let's press the button and see who's won, because I guarantee you the winner would be somebody that I would not want to win because they're not eligible. So that's how that's going to work. But I will draw that later. Quickly try, because I hate the fact that I take so long, and then you guys are saying some amazing stuff and I never get to you. Chariots in the house, how are you, brother? Great to see you, my friend. Thank you so much. It is actually a real pleasure to have you here. Thank you. I know, Joe, veterinarians. What am I like? Huh? I couldn't organise inebriation in a place of worship. I'm just getting to when Barclay arrived. Thank you, my friend. And then Barclay, of course, is in Star Trek. Brilliant. Star Trek. Now, the one that Barclay was in, was it the one with Janeway? I think that's the series I watched the least of. But I'm a massive Star Trek fan my entire life. Certainly the original series. I used to watch it with my dad, as most of us probably did. I've got so many fond memories of watching that with him. Thanks for the code the other day, says Rudix. Excited to boot up the game. I miss get random games from Stadia. Oh yeah, it's nice, isn't it? And I thought, I came up with the idea initially of actually just having that separate list, so I don't publicise what games are on there. But if you win, you kind of go into Santa's grotto and you get to choose from the shelf, which I thought just added a little bit more fun to the whole thing. The Purple interview was good. Yeah, it really was good, wasn't it? I thoroughly enjoyed that. She's great anyway. She really is. She's amazing. And that was just so great to be able to watch it live and take part in the chat. My favourite part was when Obi repeated what I said in chat. Purple covered her face. He's a minx, isn't he? I didn't realise he was such a cheeky monkey. Oh, William, thank you so much, brother. Hello, Rock and Chat. Can't wait to hang out on Tuesday. Oh, thank you so much for that, dude. William, look, I've been playing with my the look and feel of the chat. So I've got massive avatars and everything now. So it works exceptionally well on mobile devices. Thanks, Vet. Cheers, brother. Whatever it was, I'll take credit for a genius idea. I think hard about my things. Don't forget, get your under thingy bobs exclamation point wins in. Here he is, twice champion. ARE already exists. And Just Joe is a member for 3 months. That's amazing. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate that. Appreciate all you members. You're amazing. It's what was it? 70, I think we're up to now, which is just ridiculously, phenomenally amazing. I'm only getting up to the bit where you were telling me what the time was. I'm so far behind. Let me see. Not copy and paste. I went to architecture school. I know you're highly qualified and you're Canadian. You never would cheat. It's not in your blood, mate, is it? Not in your blood. David's in the house. Hello, buddy. Good evening to you, my friend. With Bear. Oh, I don't know why you're covering your face, by the way. Such a good-looking fella. Now I'm getting to see these avatars close up, you see. I'm loving it. And Barclay there donating his 5. Thank you so much, brother. That's absolutely amazing. They're bad. And it's okay that Germany's going home. Now, I'm a fan of Japan. Love it. Yeah, that's really cool, isn't it? So everyone's gone. Who should I be a fan of now? Who would I be? You see, I'm not massively into the game. It's actually, I'll be honest with you, I like the game. I enjoy the sport. I enjoy... Well, thank you so much. See, this is a great thing now that these come up automatically. I've set it so that if anybody drops a super chat, they come up automatically, which is how it should be. You know, that's why you're paying. And thank you so much for that, dude. Battlefield 2042 is amazing. William, you need to take me in. I need to come in with you, or you don't need to, but I would like to, because I know that it's multiplayer and I can't be getting into these games. I go in on my own with no mic and stuff, and it's all very lonely. John's entered the draw. Well done. Good on you. And thank you for good old 66. Well, I was born, not quite 66 actually, but not far off, 67. So I was just literally, bathing in the glory. In fact, I was, because I was born 2 weeks into 67. So they were still, walking around with their chins up saying, yeah, to you lot. Definitely works on Twitch. Yeah, it definitely does work on Twitch. It's just Facebook, I think, Adam. That's the big problem. So you can enter. Yeah, David, you can enter twice. So you can enter on Twitch as well. If you've entered on YouTube, you can enter on Twitch as well. And if you are a member, you're already in the draw, so you can effectively have 3 entries. And don't forget, guys, we're also going to be drawing the members-only game as well, which we'll do before this one. And today, that is the Batman Arkham Trilogy collection. And each one of the Batman games is a Game of the Year or Premier Edition. It's worth about $80. So that's an amazing prize, going to come up for members only in a few minutes. And if you join the membership, before I do the draw, I will manually add you so that you can have a chance of winning that as well. Waste of time and effort, says Nakinu. I know there are people that love it, don't get me wrong, but I struggle with it. I just think it is so developed by software engineers, and I employ a few, so I know what I'm saying. It's like Google were the same when they started. The whole thing was developed by software engineers, and then they papered over it with designers afterwards, and it just doesn't work very well. I find it incredibly complicated. People that use it a lot love it. They know their way around. They don't have a problem with it. But I don't, and I do. Barclay was in Star Trek. Yeah, he was, wasn't he, Barclay? He was, I'm sure, what was the one with Janeway, who was later in Orange is the New Black, or Orange is the New Black, or Black is the New Orange, which is a great series. I don't think she's with us anymore, is she? And she departed. I don't know for sure. But yeah, he was. Well, Barclay, not our friend Barclay, he wasn't, not that I'm aware of. But the character, the avatar and the name was. Really enjoying the new graphics, says Joe. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I love the fact that we can actually see people. I do love your avatars as well. I love all your little cartoon, the angry poultry and everything. Very, very good. David P, what's up, folks? Oh, look at the starey cat. Oh, it's great, isn't it? How are you, my friend? Thanks for popping in. Right, I'm getting there. Simply Pawn's being an absolute genius. Thank you, my friend. Really? How old? Yeah, 67. I'm 55. I'll be 56 in Janvier. Good genes, my friend. Good genes. But what can I say? What can I say? It's wearing well, but you never know what's going on underneath the hood, though, do you? That's the trouble. Bjorn discovered an annoying flaw with xCloud on his phone. Get a call and the game shuts off. Ooh, that's not so good. Is you sure that's not just your phone? It may be your device. It may not be the same for all devices, but that is a pain. You're right, and particularly if you haven't saved. I mean, it might be. See, what I find with GeForce Now and xCloud, and I think PlayStation, I tend to find that if I force quit, if I come out really quickly of all 3 of those, if I go back, it kind of puts me back in the same place. But yeah, no, that would be annoying. Anytime, bless you, dude. Bless ya. We were a bit annoyed, me and William, because we were so looking forward to the very final DLC drop for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which came out, I think, yesterday or the day before. And what I discovered was the only way you can play it is if you've pretty much done everything in the game. Now, I completed it. I did all the campaigns, and I did all of the DLCs, the season pass stuff as well, but I haven't done everything. There's some stuff that I just found boring and I couldn't be bothered with, and you've got to do all that before they allow you to access the final. I can't be bothered with that. I've got a game coming hopefully tomorrow, actually, and I'll be honest with you, it's not a great game. This is a rental game. It's not a great game, but I played it as a trial game on PlayStation and I loved it. It was up my street. It's kind of an RPG. What's it called? Oh, it's not Alexa. Oh, sorry. Go to sleep. You all right, dear? Or Axella or Alexis or something. 2. And I found that the first one... Did I buy the first one? I think it was playable on PlayStation. But it was I just enjoyed it. And so my top 3 in my rental list right now are Ragnarok, Callisto, and no, it couldn't have been Callisto because that has only just come out. Ragnarok. What else has come out recently? Can't remember. Ragnarok was the top. Then there's another one that's come out recently, and I forgot the name. And then this other game, which is actually now getting on a bit. In fact, it's dropped in price. You can pick it up now for about 18, 19 pounds. But I enjoyed it, so I thought I would get that. And I thought, well, they're not going to get me Ragnarok. It's constantly saying they're all out, they're all out, they're all out. But I'll get it eventually, as I will Callisto as well. I'd rather you guys win and have my money and go out and enjoy it and stuff. That stinks, Bjorn. Yeah, well, it could just be your phone. What phone? What's your device? I'm sure you say as we move down the list here. Oh no, lost to level 68. Do you know the amount of folk that are loving the Vampire Survivors? I think it's a perfect mobile game, to be honest. And I think Bjorn, was it you saying on the show? I started watching the Rokk players from the beginning this morning while I was in bed, and I think you said that you love the fact that the simplicity of it, you just basically move around and then it fires and you choose as you upgrade your character, you get to choose different speeds of bullets and stuff. And I have played it and I did enjoy it, but I could see how it would be amazing on a mobile. But I know it's going to launch an absolute mass of copycat games. You know it, don't you? I've already heard other people saying, oh yeah, I'm putting a game that's think Vampire Survivors. Oh no, don't think. Do something original. Eddie says, I played Battlefield 2042 on Xbox, Cloud and GFN free account. Both ran smoothly, but I feel GFN performed and looked better. For me right now, if a game is available on GeForce Now, that's where I play it. Doesn't matter what it is. The 3080 is just magic. I mean, Stadia was witchcraft, but the quality, the consistent, persistent quality of 3080, and I'm sure Stadia would have rolled out iterations of the service so that it would have been on a par. But it didn't, and it isn't. So for me, 3080. Now, if Boosteroid do come out with 4K, then I'm definitely going to try that. I like, there are issues. The fact that you basically launch into Steam, which I think, again, if you know that that's the case and you're a PC gamer, and that doesn't phase you, and you just launch your game and off you go, that's fine. But the friction-free aspect of Stadia, Blacknut, Luna, even to a degree GeForce Now, because I fire up my GeForce Now app, or I go to a browser, I click that game, it loads that game. Now there might be, in some rare instances, particularly if you pay for the service, where you have to log in again or log into Epic or what have you, but it's rare. And once you've done that, it takes you to the game. So, that for me, I think Boosteroid's always going to be that service, the cheeky service for those of us who, like a bit of cheekiness, the kind of, working their way around the rules, and that gives you access to all your games. But I'm really looking forward to the 4K rollout. Once that comes, then I think it's gloves off. And for me right now, it's not worth the bother when I've got 3080. And I know there are games on there that I do own on Steam that I can't play on GeForce Now, but I'm not that worried because I've got a 3080 rig. So I can just download them and play them here, which I do. I've been playing Days Gone, and I use Moonlight, which, by the way, guys, most people know about Moonlight, but if you don't know about Moonlight, if you do have a computer that you maybe have stashed in a bedroom somewhere, but you'd like to play your PC games on your TV elsewhere in the house, install Moonlight if you can. I play it on Shield with my television, and it's installed obviously on my PC as well. It literally just uses, having said all that, I don't know that it works on anything other than NVIDIA graphics cards, but I may be wrong. I see, my setup is my setup. I'm not expert enough to tell you that it works on on a different kind of AMD card or what have you. So, but there are definitely those who know their thing. The stream is better on YouTube than Twitch. Thank you, Agnello. Yeah, it always will be, Agnello, because for me it's an incidental. You see, in order for me to get 1440 60, which is what I stream to YouTube at, I can't use Melon, which is the service that I use or my guys use to do the panel shows because, well, I could, but it would be 1080 and it doesn't look as nice. And they degrade the camera and I can't get the layout and stuff that I can't use Larry. I've done it in the past where I've shared the kind of camera with it, but it was rubbish. So I use OBS for YouTube, and then I use either Melon to ping it out to Facebook and Twitch, or I use Prism. And I kind of prefer Prism. I love Prism, by the way. And Vet and John Scar now use it exclusively. What those guys I don't think do is or have ever tried it on a mobile. I have. It is amazing on your phone. It is by far the best streaming service for free that you can use on a mobile device. Watch a video of somebody talking you through it, just to cut out the learning curve. It's not hard, but there is a bit of a learning curve. So watch somebody doing that stuff and then do it. You'll love it. By the way, guys, you may or may not have spotted it, but the competition for today's 30 Days of Christmas has ended. We have 34 entrants. 34, that's amazing. And of course, the 70-ish members as well. So we'll get to that in a second. Once I've got to that, I knew I would spend my entire day talking to you lovely folk. So let's have a look here. But I was amazed to see. So John had, he was up to 32, 33 people in the chat. So was Purple. Purple had about 31, 32. But I'm aware that my time, the time that I stream, for me, it's a bit of a Goldilocks. Not too hot, not too cold. So to get the time that was right for me personally, and that was kind of, could be work okay for West Coast and East Coast in the States, is where I ended up with this time. But obviously, if I went out at maybe 5 or 6 hours from now, like Clive and other guys do, then you guys will be just getting in from work, or you'll have had your dinner, you'll be sitting down. It's a more advantageous time. So I know that if I went later, I could potentially have more of an audience, but I'm comfortable with this. And the key thing is, you get me every day, not once a week, every day, every single day. Vet is in third person, Bjorn. He always is. That's how he lives. He's well, the rest of us have a voice in our heads and we know it's us. For Vet, it's not. It's a guy called Vet. And that's what he has going on up there. Star Trek Voyager, thank you, my friend. That was indeed it. Dark Tide is calling us, Rock. Yes, William, 100%, my friend, 100%. Is it cross-platform? I know it's on Xbox, isn't it? Oh, no, it's X. Yes, it is. But it's not. It's Game Pass on PC, which is fine. But it does mean I'd need to download it, I believe. I don't think it's in the cloud. I need to have a look at that, actually. I should have asked. There were codes going. I think, with the GeForce guys, and I didn't put my hand up quick enough. I should have done that. Vet also doesn't like Battlefield 2042. Vet raged during that game. Mate, what game do you not rage during? It's what you do. It's what you do, but we know it. I am simply enjoying my new graphics. Oh, mate, I know. That would be so amazing. So amazing. Did you have to buy an uprated monitor, by the way, to get the best from it? Or did you already have a kind of... Or do you just plug... Is it just going into your Samsung? Your big old... Is it Samsung you've got? It is, isn't it? Does it just go into your big old Samsung? Eddie, I'm more than happy to jump into Battlefield 2042 for anyone who wants to play. Not good, to be fair. Not good, to be fair. Mate, I'm not. I'm not bad. That's not strictly true, but I'm no sweaty. Ain't going to be. It's going to be what it's going to be. Props to you, man, says Rudigs. So for what purpose? Let me see. What was Adam saying? Did I miss something there? Rouster. Rudigs, I've missed some months here and there, or changed my workout, etc. But I've been exercising. Oh yeah, no, he's a beefcake. He's a brawny fellow. I did used to work out years ago, and I really wish I'd kept it up. because I've got one of those physiques. My overall shape is fairly slender if I don't eat too much. I mean, my natural shape, and I'm 6'2" and a bit, and quite broad. So I know if I'd properly worked out, I would have one of those Arnie kind of, well-proportioned kind of V-shaped and everything. But I didn't, and I don't, and I won't. But if anybody wants to borrow my body, take it down the gym, work out, practice, that's fine by me. Vet says he will be in third person on the next show. Vet's always in third person. It's a clinical condition. You can look it up. It's quite funny. And there's nothing wrong with it. To be fair, seems like xCloud tries to pause and wait for you. Okay. I just wonder, though, whether you're on Android, though, aren't you? Have you got a Pixel or a Samsung? I wonder if it would... Well, you can't run a native app on iPhones, can you? You can only use the web app, so that wouldn't interrupt a call. The call would pop over the top. But wonder why it's crashing the game, though. I mean, it should operate over the top. Maybe that's what you need to look at, your settings. Make sure it's operating over the top. It may be set, because you can, on Android, you can set it to be in a pop-up or completely take over the screen, or just be like a bubble. So maybe change it to pop-up, and then you can choose to get rid of it by pressing the X or accepting the call, and that won't interfere with what else is going on. Just as a thought. Ron the Slush is in the house, my friend Slush Puppy. How are you, dude? You're too late, though, my friend, actually. You're too late for all the draws. I'll get to them soon as well. I see the time is ticking along here. The stream is better on YouTube. Yep. Absolutely. Steam Link. Moonlight becomes you. I thought it was, John. Yeah, well, I wasn't sure, but yes. Because, of course, it uses the NVIDIA GeForce, what's it called? The experience thing, doesn't it? The NVIDIA GeForce Experience. There are... Some of the other manufacturers have their own version of it, though, don't they? Thinking about this. I love Moonlight. It does such a cracking job. You just got to tweak it a little bit, because it's going to depend on your Wi-Fi, ultimately, your internal network. But once you get the settings right, oh boy, off it trots. And the other annoying thing, why I would always prefer cloud, is you've got to have your PC running at the same time. So you're sapping your energy, you're costing yourself money. AMD Link is the equivalent. Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, I thought there was. And Steam, let me put this up on screen. And Steam Link is specific to Steam. That's right. Yes, Steam Link. You're right. So AMD Link, if you have an AMD graphics card, and Steam Link, which, as you rightly said, works specifically with games with Steam. But do they run at 4K? I think AMD Link does. I'm not 100% sure that Steam Link does. Moonlight will, if you can support it on your network, of course. Steam Link can stream non-Steam games, says Adam. Thank you, my friend. You just need to add a non-Steam game to Steam. I've read about this, but I've never done it. That's an interest. So would it allow me then to stream Dark Tide if it's a PC game with Game Pass Ultimate? Question. Well, that's a little experiment I'd like to try out myself. Vet says Battlefield crashed 3 times. I must sort out the Rock Show logo. I know how to get rid of that, by the way. But I'd need to do a bit of coding. Battlefield crashed 3 times during the live stream. One of the crashes was so powerful, it crashed Ghost Strat's game and shut my PC down for 2 minutes. Wow. Was this like a server bomb or something then? It wouldn't necessarily have been... It couldn't have been your game that did that remotely. Surely it must have been server side. We've got no music, guys. Right, we're getting very close to need to do some draws here, aren't we? Don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Joe. I will play 2042 with anyone. Love that game at the minute. That's my jam. Yeah. It looks good. The minute I see multiplayer, I turn off, and I shouldn't. It's not that I'm being judgmental. It's just that I guess if I was in a regular squad, you know, if like you guys doing Wreckfest and stuff, if I knew that every week at a certain time of the week I'd be jamming with my mates, my pals, then I probably would. I still love Destiny for that reason. But I can definitely see Model Rokk. Yes, Model Rokk. Well, maybe in the day, Adam. But I could model for the elder gentleman. You know, I could be like, oh, hello, insurance. Viagra? That could be me. I don't need it. Don't. Oh dear. Way too personal. Wreckfest. Guys, shall we get ourselves over for the draw? Now, which one am I going to do first? I think the first one I'm going to do is the members only Batman one. Yeah? Is that okay with you guys? Let's see if I get the right link. Bab. Oh no, I've been lost. Ah, here I am. Look at this. I went to a Batman exhibition once when I was in. Ray's been there as well, actually. In was it LA, Ray? Bat, the proper Universal studio. So it must have been LA. And they had a real Batman exhibition with the Batmobile and the it was just stunning. But this reminds me of this. So guys, you are going to get Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, and Batman Arkham Knight. The two first ones are Game of the Year edition, and the third one is Premium edition. Now, why are you not seeing the clock? You're just getting that massive, it's like the bat signal without the bat logo on it, isn't it? Let me find it a second. Let's get this proper. There we go. Right. Annoyingly, let me change the filter. That should be 12 all the way across the line. 1, 2, 3. Throat's starting to go again. There we go. It started to go this time last night as well, didn't it? Let me hide all of those. Right, we're in a good place now. So, the way this works is, and let me know if you've become a member during the show, because it won't pop up and tell me. So if you've become a member, renewed as a member, if you've renewed and you were a member yesterday or today earlier and you've just renewed, you'll be in the draw. But if you've renewed, say you skipped a month and you've renewed today, let me know in the chat. I promise you, I won't press the button. I'll give you a few seconds to update the chat and let me know. I will check though. Don't you be cheeky monkeys on me. All right, no cheekiness. But those 3 games, and it actually says the first 2, £15, and the third one, £30. So you're getting £60. It's like $70 worth of games there, guys. Rokk, you should start another community play or something like Battle for... Yeah, I used to do, David, before you used to watch me, my friend, I used to do Rock at Night on Fridays, which was actually a really successful show. And it was great fun. And it was me and 2 guys who are no longer in the community, sadly. But one of them has been my longest serving Team Rokk member, and he still donates every single month, bless him, and he donates at quite a high level as well. He's such a lovely guy. I went to his wedding. I've told you this before. The only person that I've physically met whilst I've been content creating is such a lovely guy. So it was him and another guy called Baz, and then we had Clive for a while. We had Duncan and his missus, and we did the whole thing. We did PUBG, just a whole bunch of different games. It was such a good fun show, and it was back when I hadn't been doing it for very long, and I had rubbish PC, I had a rubbish internet. And the show would crash all the time, and I would be trying all different kinds of weird stuff. But I will clear something. Maybe we'll do something over Christmas for a special treat. How's that sound? As long as it's a cloud game. Yeah, it's got to be a game we can all play. I agree. Right, so I've not seen anybody say they've joined, which is fine. I just wanted to make sure nobody missed out. Thank you, guys. I'm going to now press the button, and the winner is going to win the Batman Arkham Collection, and I will let you have the code later today. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Let's see who it's gonna be. Oh, it's slowing down. Who are we going past? We've gone past Windstar. We've gone past Predator D, Alex, Billy, Michael, Clive. It's going to go to Al Davis. It's stopping. It's gone to you. It's gone to you, and I won. Who joined us in the show today? I haven't seen you for ages as well. How fantastic is that? There you go, my friend. You will be getting a code for those 3 games, which is my thank you for your being members. So we'll do another members only next week. And don't forget, guys, you're still in for a game on the Christmas wheel, which I am going to pull up now. Let's go over and do that one. Here we are. We're over at the 30 days of Christmas. I tell you, it's so professional. It's so slick, isn't it? Look at that. But I've got to get my wheel up, so let me just get my 30 days of Christmas. Oh, the holly bells are merry. So I went, as I mentioned to you guys earlier, which one's this? 30 Days of Christmas. So I've got to go and grab all the names. So bear with me while I grab 34 names from the list here. So you guys know I'm an ambassador for the Exeter College Esports Academy, which is doing amazing work. And as an ambassador, they very kindly invited me to this carol concert up at Exeter Cathedral, which was stunning. Let me just write, I've got the names, here we go. Which was lovely. I got to meet, I know him reasonably well, my local MP, because I'm thinking of getting into politics, guys, in a small way. So I was chatting to him about it, and he was excited that I was thinking about it, because we're both the same colour. Anyway, point was this. There was one session in the concert where, I don't know, a dozen people with severe learning difficulties, some of them obviously very physically disabled or mentally disabled, and they got up in front of hundreds of people in this cathedral, and they sang a song, and I'm trying to think what it was now. It was a well-known carol. I was almost in tears, guys, because it was so lovely to see them all doing their thing, and they were signing it as well. Some of them were, all over the place, and vocally they weren't going to go on The Voice, but that's not the point. It was just such a lovely experience. And then they did a second song with kids that are in the sort of the performing arts section, and that was beautiful as well. Standing ovation, because you think these guys, it must have been the highlight of their year, bless them, to be up there getting the old standing ovation and all that stuff. So sweet. Anyway, there we go. Let us vote Rock or don't vote. Oh, look, you're up in the sky, Joe. I didn't realise I had that going on up there. That's all right. I'll just bring you down there, my friend. I don't mind. Right. First things first. Let's get rid of that freaking circle so that we can actually see the Wheel of Fortune. There it is. Whoops, wrong one. Let's get it. Here we go. We'll move that one. It's the baubles. We'll get there. We're getting there. I'll do it manually. Oh, it won't let me. There it goes. Good. Right. Crikey knows how many people are in this. Are you ready, guys? This is going to be for a Steam code, a PC game. which I will contact you after the show, give you a link to the spreadsheet where they live, and you will get to choose any one of those games. So you just let me know which one you want, and I will give you the code, as has already happened for, I must be 5 people now. Right, here we go. Good luck, guys. Spinning around. Spinning around. Who have we got? Oh, it's starting to slow. It's starting to slow. We've gone past Rouster. We've gone past Spectre. We've gone past Rouster 2. Because don't forget, we twitched it as well. It's a Rouster 3 in there. It's going to end up with Michael. Woohoo! Oh, hang on. Yes, it is. There you go. Now, Michael very generously, I think it was you, Michael, donated about $20 at the beginning of the show, but before we were live, so it didn't pop up on the thing. So congratulations, my friend. So close. Mate, Rouster, you were there 3 times, brother. You popped up 3 times. I thought he's definitely going to get there. Great to see somebody new winning that one. That's really, really cool. So we'll be doing that again on Monday. I must get in touch with Michael in a second and tell him. And of course, if you've entered, well, if you're a Team Rokk member, you are already in the Callisto protocol. A lot of you have already entered as many times as you can using all the other ways as well. So good luck with that. As I said, I'll be going through, fishing out all the obvious. And how do you know this, Rokk? Well, it's quite canny actually, because you get points you get entrances for all the times you enter. If you just do the one basic thing, which is register, you get 3 points. So anyone who just got 3 points definitely didn't subscribe. Out you go. So that's a complete waste of time. So if you've got more than 3, then the chances are you subscribed. And I just put you all in the draw the person, go and check in the subscribers list. And if you're in there, then I will contact you and I'll pop it up on Twitter as well. And that will happen hopefully later today. If not, it'll be tomorrow, because it depends how long it takes me. It's the first time I've done it. And, oh no, I did do another one, but there weren't so many in that one. So I will be doing that in a little while, guys. Right, there we go. That was good. That was fun, wasn't it? I also meant to edit the noise on that stinger because it's way too loud. I never got to that in the end. But fantastic fun. Guys, congratulations to you, Ewan, for winning the Batman thing. Doesn't even know it yet, but I will let him know shortly. And to Michael, who was definitely here at the beginning, for winning the game of who knows, the mystery game that you get to choose later. So that's all amazing stuff. Guys, I'm going to leave you and love you, or even love you and leave you. There was some news, but nothing amazing. There's nothing that, it was just games coming to various services and stuff. So nothing that we need to go over. But I just want to double check, because I do this one day. It was Thursday or Friday. So William streams, I'm fairly certain he does Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So I'm already stepping on his toes. So I apologise for that, particularly as, bless him, he's donated today as well. Thank you everybody who dropped me a super chat or a super thanks. It's amazing, because all of that money goes towards the show. It goes in. I bought another 30 games yesterday, by the way, for after Christmas. So there's plenty of giveaways to come, and I put all the money that you guys donate and all the money that members pay all goes back into the show, one form or another. All to you guys. Thank you so much. Come over and join the fun, says David. Yeah, get yourselves over to Simply Porn. I hope you promote my show, mate, when you're in other people's streams as well. Go, you lovely folk. I will see you all on Monday. I've actually got 2 games that I need to stream, so I may be around over the weekend for a bit of streaming. Join me if you can. If not, I will see you Monday. Thank you so much, you amazing, amazing people. I will catch you on the Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. Rock out.